In the premiere episode of Sister Wives, Kody and Christine reunited for the first time since their divorce, and it was extremely uncomfortable.
I was in the fetal position on the floor sobbing.
He was horrible to Christine, and he even admitted to some really insane stuff.
I just never want to see her again.
You could tell that Christine actually tried her best to be cordial, but he just wouldn't let her. The two of them met up to discuss their Christmas plans, and from the get-go, Kody made it really hard to work things out. For one, he immediately asked Christine if she and the kids could get tested in Utah. Christine was shocked by that.
So even though you had COVID and everything, you still want us to test?
She couldn't believe that he still insisted on all these ridiculous rules that he just made up. She even said that she forgot just how concerned he was about COVID. That really tells you everything you need to know about how much happier and more carefree she is without him in her life. But anyway, Kody insisted that they had to get tested because Aurora never actually got COVID, but it still mostly just felt like he was trying to have the final say. He obviously can't control Christine anymore, and I feel like that was probably part of why he kept insisting on all these things and making the whole situation so awkward, so that he could at least maintain some level of control with Christine. Christine tried several times to lighten the mood, but he just refused to socialize with her on friendly terms. He even kind of mocked the whole idea of that.
It's a little uncomfortable, but hope you're doing well.
And it was clear that he had a lot of resentment towards her.
I just never want to see her again.
But probably the most awkward part of that whole conversation came when Kody asked about Gwen. Christine confirmed that Gwen wouldn't be coming for Christmas, and after that, the conversation just got really weird. Kody mentioned how he was sick with COVID during Gwen's birthday, and Christine laughed a little after he said that. It wasn't a rude laugh or anything like that, but Kody got immediately offended.
Was she thinking that was funny too?
Christine even tried to apologize for laughing, but by this point, things just took a bizarre turn. After she said sorry, Kody made this really weird jab at her.
Yeah, you're mean that way, it's okay.
I mean, what even was that? He just called her mean for no reason whatsoever. And then it even looked like he winked at her. I saw some people saying that maybe he was trying to be flirty at that moment, but that's clearly not what was happening. He's so bitter that Christine left him. I think he was being petty and spiteful. It was just so condescending and rude. Christine clearly didn't mean anything bad by laughing. She even said so explicitly, but he just wouldn't listen. He was fuming the second she opened her mouth, and then it all got even weirder when he said this.
But when I talk about getting anxiety, Christine, and depression,
I mean, the whole comment just came completely out of nowhere. He was just being so serious, and it just looked insane. In a confessional, Christine explained that the reason she was laughing was because when they were married, every time Kody got sick, the whole world just revolved around that. And when Gwen described to her how Kody was acting that day, it was just really funny. She even told Kody that she wasn't laughing at him, but at Gwen's description of it all. And I can totally see how that would be hilarious, mainly because of what Kody said next.
I was in the fetal position on the floor sobbing.
I think he was trying to make a point about just how sick he was back then, but it just didn't help his case at all. How could he not see that this would be hilarious to other people? Maybe not in the moment, but definitely in hindsight. I mean, he was in a fetal position on the floor. That's just so dramatic. By now, I think most of us have had COVID, and unless we had a really severe case, I doubt that any of us were on the floor in the fetal position. I really doubt that Kody's was that bad. I feel like anyone else would be able to laugh about it too, even if it was them who was so sick that they had to lie on the floor. Christine even made a really good point about the whole thing.
What are you gonna do? Like, you can either laugh about things or cry about things.
But instead of seeing her perspective and relaxing, Kody completely turned that on its head.
I've never been laughing about this thing.
He started listing the things she did, like when she asked him to sleep elsewhere, when she packed his stuff, and when she moved out with Truly. And he just kept repeating that he wasn't laughing, and that he'd never laughed about any of that. It was just so strange and unnecessary, but then again, so was the whole meetup. They probably could have just discussed their Christmas plans over the phone, but instead they decided to meet in person, probably for the sake of the show, and then this happened. Obviously, this was all filmed a while while ago, like almost 2 years ago now. So this isn't where Kody and Christine are these days, but does that mean that things are less awkward between them now? I honestly doubt it. Christine is engaged to David now, and just that fact alone makes me think that Kody can't be any more comfortable with her right now. He's probably pretty bitter about her new relationship. Plus, recently, Gwen talked about how Kody and Robin behaved at her wedding. She said they arrived 2 hours late and that the only person who was actually happy to see them was McKelty. This kind of implies that not even truly the only minor child left was excited to see Kody. And between that and them not really respecting Gwen's wedding, well, I just can't see Christine feeling super positive about Kody either. I would be shocked if the two of them ever actually became friends. Things are probably just as awkward between them right now as they were when they filmed this, and I feel like the same goes for Christine's relationship with Robin. When discussing their Christmas plans, she made her feelings about the whole thing pretty clear.
I'm not going to go to Robin's now.
It's no secret that Christine isn't exactly Robin's biggest fan. Everyone knows that, except for maybe Robin. That was actually another thing that happened in the premiere episode. Robin complained about how she didn't like that Janelle was going to do Christmas separately. She said that it broke her heart, but what did she expect? I mean, of course Janelle wasn't going to come over to their house. With Kody's ridiculous COVID rules and with his attitude towards their kids, she didn't exactly have a choice. She made it clear that she wasn't going to put Kody before her kids. And if she didn't celebrate Christmas separately from Kody and Robin, she would be doing just that. It really wasn't Janelle's fault that they weren't able to celebrate together. Plus, this way, she got to spend some extra time with Christine, which I'm sure they both enjoyed. These days, the two of them seem to be closer than ever, especially now that they're both free of Kody. I wonder if Janelle and Kody meeting for the first time after their separation will always be this awkward. I feel like maybe it won't be, especially since Kody seemed determined to win Janelle back, but who knows? He's clearly just a really awkward person. There was no need to make the whole meeting so uncomfortable for Christine, but he probably just couldn't resist. We all know he likes to be in control, and like I said, that's probably what he was trying to do there. But anyway, what you guys think about all this? What are your thoughts on Christine and Kody's first meeting after their divorce? Are you surprised that it was so awkward? What did you think about him winking at her at one point? And what do you think their relationship is like these days? Let me know in the comments below.